Hey guys, Aron here, and welcome back to another edition to Conversations with Ronin. And I'm your host, Aron. Now, this week is going to be a different version of my regular podcast. Usually, I bring up friends of mine like Loku, AJ Cosmic, and Junis. But due to scheduling conflicts, we couldn't, meet up at the perfect time. I decided, all right, for this time, I'll go solo and talk about new topics that have been risen from this past week, rumors, and little updates and whatnot. I'm going to be doing a little bit of Killing Joke talking. Not that much, just a little bit. Some Avengers news that's popped out. Comments that Jared Little has spoken about the future of where he wants to take the Joker. News, rumors of the Uncharted movie that's going to be made. What else? And I'll be wrapping it up with some updates and a little basic, not trivia, but just a little list that I thought would be neat to throw out to see if I can get any comments or conversations going with you guys in the comment section. Alright, so here we go. So today I had just gotten the Killing Joke Blu-ray collection that was released. I did a review on it that you guys can check out after this, and just gonna say it up with a few words. Love the collection. Rewatching the film, I still think it was a great film. The extra accessories that the collection has were unique. I still have my little statue and the little graphic novel that it came with, but I'll be talking a little bit more of mixed reviews that I've seen on the internet and heard of the backstory of it, the Batgirl section, the first half an hour, 45 minutes. Now, a lot of people have been saying that part just wrecks the rest of the film. That just take the backstory off, shows the Killing Joke adaptation section, and we'll be fine. Whatnot. People were spawning out and saying that Batgirl's portrayal in the film is that she's just going she's just shown there just to fall in love and whatnot with Batman, and that's sacrilegious and whatnot, or that it ruins, that it taints the image of the character and whatnot. And I tweeted about that. I made a tweet that you guys can check out on my Twitter. I said that I respect people's opinions. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. I could tell from watching the film, I could see people's points of view of it, how they wouldn't connect to it or whatnot. But then I said, I respect everyone's opinions, but I have my own. Personally, I'm glad that I got to see her more than just getting shot at. I'm glad that I got to see her kick ass, have conflict with herself and Batman, and just in general, just seeing her more than often. Now, the reason why I say that is because, just my personal opinion, I don't think the character has been shown to the world as much as it should be. Now, mind you, the only times for me that I've seen her are in the Adam West Batman TV show of 1966, the anime series that I grew up with, the Batman and Robin film that people now shred on the whole time, and then the comics. Now, she might be dropped in a couple times within animated films. I haven't seen most of them all. But for this time, when I saw the Killing Joke, I saw her in action more than often. Now, you can go back and watch all those other titles that I just gave away. But then again, why not keep it going? Why not? Keep it going. Keep it going. She kicked ass. I think no one could deny that. And then, I know another thing that they were tearing the film about was the spoilers sex scene that she has with Batman. Again, respect people's different points of views, but from what I saw, heard, and what I connect to, I didn't have a problem with it. Was it different? Yes. Did I mind it? No. Did I see that I immediately thought, oh, people were gonna hate it? Yep. And then I kept hearing a lot. And then if you guys see my review of the film, the night I went to go see it, the guys I saw with it, they were like, it's great, whatnot, but then that sex scene doesn't make sense. Particularly Junis, a friend of mine. Junis, if you're watching this, he said that why is Batman messing around with his stepson's girlfriend, whatnot? Why is he messing with Robin's loved one? And all I could think to myself of saying that was, A, they don't mention Dick Grayson, they don't mention Robin, they don't mention Nightwing. So there's one thing. Again, personal opinion. Number two, she does not sound and look like a teenage girl. She does not look like she's 18 or 19. She looks like she's 23 or 24 or 25. So people are saying that, he raped, he probably raped a, a girl, a young girl, and whatnot. She does not look young. She does not sound young. Number three, I think what was cool about it is that we saw not an origin, but a timeline viewpoint of seeing her in action. Then it cuts to the actual book's storyline where she gets gunned down and paralyzed by the Joker. And then, again, spoilers if you haven't seen it, at the very end, once they cut off the panel where Batman and Joker are iconically or controversially laughing together, it ends, and it shows her in the wheelchair, being optimistic. She goes into her secret room, and there's monitors, there's TVs, there's computers, there's laptops, all these gadgets. She loads it up, and the Oracle sign, which is the second persona she embraces or becomes to after becoming Batgirl, gets paralyzed, she becomes Oracle. I thought that was neat. I was like, okay. Shows that the character was shown strong, in my opinion, emotional. She gets beaten, and then it shows her overcoming with it. Like, again, my personal opinion, I thought it was cool backstory to it. And then again, another reason why I wasn't shocked that, oh my gosh, why did they do that? DC, Warner Brothers, they told us we're gonna stay true to the book, but we're gonna add more. Again, I dig that, why not? But that's about it. Now, switching to Marvel, there's Avengers news. Now, initially, the third film in the Avengers saga, I guess, was going to be Infinity War, and they split it out into two parts, part 1 and 2. Now, part 1 was scheduled, and is still scheduled to be released May 4th of 2018, and the second part, May 3rd of 2019. But recently, they announced that it's no longer going to be a two-part film, it's just going to be a standalone film. Infinity War is still going to come out as its own film in May 4th of 2018. And then the other release date that they hold it for the second part is going to be another Avengers movie. They haven't titled it yet, but it's still going to come out as its own movie. And the comments that were brought out by the Russo brothers who are directing it were that the movies are two different films, and that's misleading. And from my own opinion, my thoughts about it is that they haven't failed me with what they've shown me. They did Winter Soldier. They did Civil War. You still have my money. I'm still going to go watch it. Now, why is this move made? Because, in my opinion, they have been casting new characters like Captain Marvel. And I'm assuming that they want to bring everyone in smoothly. Not just hush it in that, Avengers, yeah, and then Guardians come over here, and then Black Panther, and then Doctor Strange come over. Just let it progress within one film to another. What is the other film going to be about? I have no idea, but I am excited for Infinity War. And I don't think it's something for everyone to be concerned of, especially if you're a big Marvel fan, like I am, and of the film they're gonna shoot. I don't think there's nothing to be concerned. We're gonna, still be getting the Infinity War and then an extra one. But who knows? And then switching back to Warner Brothers is some DC news, and it's some comments of Jared Leto, who's playing the Joker in this weekend's film Suicide Squad. Now, he said that Suicide Squad is going to be an introduction to this version of the Joker. And he said that he would like to be in the next Batman standalone film. that Ben Affleck is starring, writing, directing, everything, I guess. I don't know about editing. Who knows? Everything. But he said that he would love to play the character and be involved in the next Batman film. Now, previous rumors had said that the film of Ben Affleck's Batman might take place within Arkham Asylum. Which is, first of all, when he said those two names, it's already like, I'm already going to go watch that. Thrilling as hell. And the second is like, it'd be a big shocker in my eyes if the Joker wasn't in it. If he wasn't in it. It'd be the same way if they would have shown, if they showed the Justice League movie and that Superman is in it. He's a key pivotal part in the making of the JLA. With Arkham Asylum, Joker is a pivotal part of that wacky house and whatnot. And he said that he could see himself playing the character a few more times and then retiring after that. Go for it. Go for it. But make sure that it makes sense once I see Suicide Squad, that why he should be there. Am I for it? Yes. But that it makes sense at least. In my eyes. Okay. Then switching off to another film news is that Bad Boys 3 director Joe Canahan, I don't know about, I'm misspelling or missaying your name. Joe Canahan, the director for Bad Boys 3, is apparently writing the script for the new Uncharted movie that's based off the video game franchise. Now I haven't gone on record, but I've talked to friends about this matter that Sony wants to make an actual film out of the video game series. But then the actors themselves, Nolan North and them, have said that they wouldn't mind it, that it's out of their control, but the way they see the franchise of the video games are 4 different films. Which I agree with to whatnot. And all I can say is because there's not much detail shown in, and he did, Joe did comment on something that he first wants to finish off Bad Boys 3, and then he'll focus on Uncharted. That it'd be nice in a perfect world if he could direct and write, but right now he just added into writing. And all I say about this, because I do love the franchise, and then now eventually I'll be doing a gameplay series of the franchise from the first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. All I'll say is this: don't screw up what's already a jewel in pop culture, a jewel in the medium of video games and entertainment. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Do perfectly within both writing, casting, and directing. If you're gonna adapt storylines that we've seen already, it's gonna be watching the same movie over and over again, I guess. Give me something new. Similar, but new. A new storyline, a new adventure. Keep the characters, but just give me something new. Why not? But that's just my thought about it. And then the next topic, that it was just my own made up topic, because I am a movie aficionado. If you guys haven't known already, I am a movie aficionado. And there's going to be a lot of movies that I'm going to be going to go watch in the upcoming year. Like, for example, the Blade Runner sequel, Alien Covenant, the Prometheus sequel, Spider-Man Homecoming, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Thor Ragnarok, Star Wars Episode 8, Wonder Woman, Justice League, Split, Kong Skull Island, John Wick 2, The Dark Tower, Stephen King's book to film, Wolverine 3, Hugh Jackman's last role as Logan Wolverine, Fast and Furious 8, the 8th film in the franchise, Kingsman: The Golden Circle, the sequel to Kingsman: The Secret Service, which I dug, and War of the Planet of the Apes, the 3rd film in the new Planet of the Apes franchise. Let me just point it out that I am going to go watch all these movies. I'm going to go watch all these movies. But I'm excited for a few more than than the rest. Just a few more, a little bit more. And just personal preference for me. And I'll be choosing just 5, my top 5. And now, before I started recording, I was just thinking about it before saying to you guys of which movies. And like I said, all these I want to go see. With the exception of one, Fast and Furious 8. The exception of one, but I'll still go watch it. But my top 5 films that I'm highly anticipated for of 2017 are: number 1, Star Wars Episode 8. Number 2, Wonder Woman. Number 3, the Blade Runner sequel. Number 4, Thor Ragnarok. And coming in number 5 is John Wick 2. Now, for whoever watched this, I know this is going to be debate like, well, how come you didn't choose Spider-Man? How come you didn't choose Kingsman? How come you didn't choose Alien? Why not? Personal choice, and I'll give my reasons to it. Number 1, Star Wars Episode 8 is, well, let me say in the first 2 words: Star Wars. The last movie, Force Awakens, I saw it multiple times in theaters when it came out. For a whole month, I think the theaters made a bunch of money just out of me. And the way they ended it with a cliffhanger of Rey handing the lightsaber to Luke, no dialogue, and then it just cuts. The last movie made me so interested in the new characters and see where they go and how they mix with the original characters like Leia and Luke Skywalker, Chewbacca. And I know they just finished a couple weeks ago, finished wrapping up principal photography. They'll probably go back to reshoots, but that is the number 1 film that I'm excited for, being a big Star Wars fan. Number 2, Wonder Woman. Now, I know that this past week or two, Comic-Con had shown basically most of the new trailers for the next 3 films. Yeah, next 3 films. And the one that stole the show, in my opinion, was Wonder Woman. I've fallen deeply in love with the character over the past 2 years. I've been wanting to learn more of her origins and see where they take this character off. For me, she stole the show in BVS, Dawn of Justice. Now, initially, I didn't think she would. I thought it'd just be the new Batfleck kicking ass and killing. But then I saw it twice in the theaters. And I have it on Blu-ray. Each time I saw it in the theater, the one time the film got a standing ovation, which is shocking because that movie got battered by reviews and critics, was when Wonder Woman comes out blocking, saving Batman, and shows her face. And they put the badass theme of hers, and everyone just started applauding, standing ovation. So the minute I saw her performance, Gal Gadot's performance in BVS, I was like, show me her film already. Show it to me. And then I did a reaction for the trailer that was released at Comic-Con, which you guys can watch. And it just, give me a date to when you guys are going to start selling the pre-sale tickets. That way I can be first in line to get it. I want to be there at premiere night. So that's it. That's number 2 for me. Number 3, Blade Runner. Now, I love the first Blade Runner. I loved it. And I didn't know that it was heavily bashed when it first came out back in 82, 81, early 80s. It was bashed on. It wasn't until later few years that people understood it more and were like, whoa, this is a masterpiece of science fiction. And when I heard that they were going to do a sequel and they were bringing back Harrison Ford and Ridley Scott as a producer, I believe. Now, I am excited for it, but at the same time I'm concerned. And I'll give my thoughts about it. Excited because I want to see where their storyline goes. Not just that, but the people they brought in to make the sequel. Denis Villeneuve, I believe that's his name, who's the director of Sicario, which I love that film. I love Sicario. So when I heard he was in the director, I'm like, oh, I am already there. And then seeing the cast that was going to be joining Harrison Ford, which is Ryan Gosling, Robin Wright, and Dave Bautista, are the big names that I know. And I'm like, oh, come on. Now there's a flip side to that. Flip side, like two faces coin. The part that concerns me is that it is Blade Runner. It is a Blade Runner. It's a beloved film, which, if you look at it from another perspective, just let it be. Let it be its own standalone film. Let the ending make us guess what happens to Rick Deckard. You know, what happens to his loved one. What happens? And the problem why I have the concern is not just because of the film being what it is that when it comes to sequels, and specifically iconic stuff, you never know what's gonna happen. You never know what's gonna happen. Same thing happened, and this is just my opinion, with Taken. I love the first Taken. Love it. Taken 2 came out, I'm like, oh, okay. Let's see where they take Liam Neeson now. And yeah, it didn't fly. That's one choice of mine that I was like, wow. Another choice was Independence Day. Original 96 film. Loved it. Good lines, iconic lines that I still dig. Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum. I could watch those guys forever. I went to the second one. Didn't think it would be as bad as it was. Halfway into the film, I was like, no, what the hell's going on? I looked over to my brother who went with me, and I almost asked him, do you want me to get a refund for these tickets? We can go watch Finding Dory or whatever was playing at that time. It was shocking how the second film did not fly for me. And so here's another classic film that is like, I cherish this film, but as a concerned fan, I'm like, don't fuck it up. I have to just let it go and see, okay, let's see what happens. I am a fan of the director, I'm a fan of the cast, and Harrison Ford. I'm going, so. But that's just my thoughts on why I chose Blade Runner, the sequel. Coming in number 4 is Thor Ragnarok. Now, being the Marvel zombie that I am, the least character that I am attached to, and I am attached to him, but not as much as Hulk or Iron Man or Black Panther now or Daredevil, is Thor. First film I didn't see in theater until I got it on Blu-ray, and I'm like, wow, what a stupid, I should have seen this in film. Second film came out. I loved where the chemistry of both Loki, played by Tom Hiddleston, who's excellent, and Chris Hemsworth, who's macho and whatnot. I love where the storyline went through and where it took Thor. Then I remember when they announced we're gonna make a third Thor, and then they released the cast. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm missing one, forgive me. They're gonna bring back Thor himself, Chris Hemsworth, Loki himself, Tom Hiddleston, Idris Elba, whose character I keep forgetting, and I apologize, Mr. Elba. I just keep forgetting. They're gonna bring Mark Ruffalo, who plays Hulk in it, which I'm like, they're gonna add Kate Blanchett, I believe, who's gonna be the main antagonist. Jeff Goldblum's gonna be in it. Carl Urban's gonna be in it. And there's someone else missing, I forgot. She's playing Valkyrie, I believe. I am so sorry. Thompson, I think. I forgot her name. She was in Creed. Just seeing that cast and knowing what's gonna go on. They've been saying that the movie's gonna be like a buddy cop movie / Gladiator / Braveheart feel movie, which I'm like, here you go. Let's go. But when I heard the cast, I was like, I have to go watch that. But and that's another connection to where it leads off into Infinity War, which I'm really hoping whether it's Thor 3 or Doctor Strange that reveals us another Infinity Stone. Because they made an announcement that Guardians 2, Volume 2, won't show an Infinity Stone. So I'm like, okay, one of those movies have to show us a damn stone. That's my opinion. And then finishing it off with the fifth film of my choice is John Wick 2. Again, this film did not catch my attention when it came out in theaters. However, I was deeply regretful that A, I didn't see it in big cinema, and B, that I was too, I don't want to say stubborn, but just too not open-minded to check it out. The minute I saw it, seeing spoilers who haven't seen it, his dog being beaten, I was like, I want this as a revenge film. Just go for it. Saw the film, thought the cast was excellent, thought the story was basic and badass. But again, I'm excited when they announced we're gonna have a second one. I'm like, oh, it's awesome. I want to see more. Same concerns as Blade Runner. It's gonna be a sequel to a film that I already thought is excellent film, classic film, in my opinion. So they're bringing back Keanu Reeves, and they're adding new cast members who I can't think of the top of my head off. But hopefully they don't fuck it up. So those are just my 5 choices. If you guys want to throw in comments to like, I think this one should be better than the one you chose. By all means, give me throw me any thoughts. Throw me so we can start a conversation. And then that's gonna be it for today. And I'm gonna wrap it up with just saying that by the time this video goes up, the next film following should be my comics vlog, my weekly comics vlog for this week's. And I'm gonna go to the comic book store and check what I can find, see if there's anything that I'm missing, that I am shocked I want to get it, or something that I deeply never thought about it, and I'm like, okay, I'll just take it with me. After that, this Thursday or Friday, still not certain when I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go see Suicide Squad with the guys. Gonna go see it, and I'll definitely do a movie review for that film. See how it turns out. I've been keeping away from what I've heard, or from what my friends been telling me of, like, they've released reviews, or here's already Rotten Tomatoes rating on it on IMDb, whatnot. Staying away from that and just waiting till the movie starts and it ends. We'll see what I think about the film. But that'll be it for today, guys. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and again, post your comments down below to spark any conversations. See if we could, maybe debate or agree with some stuff that I talked about, concerns, and just be more interactive. I'm your host, Ronin, and I'll see you guys on the next edition.